No, on a positive note, if there is one, Justin Trudeau has been Prime Minister for some 9 years now.
Yeah.
What would you say his greatest accomplishment has been?
Taking care of his hair.
That says it about right there.
I mean, to be honest, I think he handled the COVID pandemic better than most other country leaders.
Okay.
Definitely.
Legalizing weed.
Legalizing weed was
Legalizing weed, that's what he did.
Can you come up with what you believe to be Justin Trudeau's best decision?
To step down?
David Menzies for Rebel News here in North Toronto. And folks, for the Justin Trudeau Liberals, the news goes from bad to putrid. For example, the latest polls indicate that the Pierre Poilievre Conservatives, they're ahead in the polls by some 22 points. All factors point to the Conservatives forming a majority government whenever the next election is called. But get a load of this. A new poll has come out, and it was asking Canadians to name the worst Prime Minister in Canada since 1968, which is, of course, when Pierre Elliott Trudeau, Justin's father, got elected. And wow, 38% chose Justin Trudeau. That means he's number one in terms of being the worst. Who's number two, you ask? Well, it's not sure, 21%. So I think this speaks volumes. Not only are they trailing by double digits, but Justin Trudeau, in the minds of the Canadians who took part in this poll, is the worst Prime Minister since, well, back when Toronto Maple Leafs were coming off a Stanley Cup victory. That's how long ago it goes. So here we are. Let's see what the people of Toronto have to say. Liberal-friendly Toronto, or maybe not. We all know a couple of months ago, the Liberal stronghold of Toronto St. Paul's, which has been Liberal since 1993, that went Conservative. But let's see what the Torontonians here near Mel Lastman Square have to say. Is it time for Justin Trudeau to call it a day and pack it in? Well, the question today, sir, is it time for Justin Trudeau to step down?
Yes, basically, like he's ruining the country as we speak right now. As a matter of fact, I think there might be a volcano erupting right now. I don't know, like, let's get him out of office or something. I don't know, like, I need my Canada back from 2015, or I don't know.
Absolutely. He's gonna go. I mean, if he wants to save anything from the Liberal Party, he should take that chance now to step down. As a Conservative, I hope he stays in, so the whole total Liberal Party will go down.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Yeah. Any particular reason why you would want him to step down?
It's not even so much that I'm against his policies. It's just like I think his time is up. Like every leader needs to like have a maximum amount of servitude time they serve. So yeah, very difficult question, really.
I don't believe, really, I don't believe he should step down. I believe that can be some reform in the system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same thing you said, like the expiry dates here, it's not working. It's not working, we need something new.
I think right now, I don't think he's probably the best option for us as Canadians.
I think it's about time, don't you?
Well, you know,
especially you're coming from Rebel News, so we know what you want to hear.
Is it time for Justin Trudeau to step down, given his popularity is plunging?
Oh my God, you want me to talk about Trudeau?
Please.
It's not a good idea, but you know what? I think I answer.
It's past time.
This should never have happened. Are you guys gonna put that out? Because it's all the way Pierre Poilievre waiting for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot of Canadians are absolutely sick of him, myself included. He's just done nothing but tear this country down, him and the Liberals. So I can't wait for Conservatives to be voted into power, honestly.
100%.
Okay, and why do you say that?
Okay, so recently they passed the judgment for the protesters in Alberta, and they got 6 years in prison.
These are the coups too.
Coup protesters, right. And then also you're looking at the new, like, I'm a Muslim, but they had some guy in Quebec planning a terror attack in New York City against Jews. So we need better vetting process. Our economy's gone to shit. Nobody can afford a house anymore. The job market's gone to shit. Excuse my language, by the way. The taxes have increased. The carbon emissions have not decreased despite the carbon taxes. And I just think it's time for him to go.
Do you think the Liberal Party can redeem itself in the polls if they change leaders?
Probably so, but as far as I'm concerned, it just depends on the person.
It might help them get more seats, but it won't help them to get majority or even a minority party.
Hard to say. I don't know any of the Liberals. Do you know any of the Liberals, like other than Trudeau? Or yeah, no, no.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would change for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess people are just tired of seeing the same person on and on with like broken promises of trying to help and, help the economy, help the citizens.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess if they see a different face, they'll probably feel somewhat more comfortable to them.
I don't know. I don't know how toxic he is as compared to the rest of the party.
Right.
And it depends who they got nobody in the wings except for maybe Mark Carney, maybe.
Zero chance.
Zero.
Zero chance, -%.
I can't speak for everyone, but I know for myself, no. He's the head of the party, but there's also people behind him that were making decisions with him, and all those decisions were terrible. So that's why I'm not going to vote Liberal.
If anything, I think a lot of the Liberal voters will probably vote NDP now, like the left-leaning people. And I think the people who are probably neutral will probably vote Conservative. I think that's what's going to happen.
No, on a positive note, if there is one, Justin Trudeau has been Prime Minister for some 9 years now.
Yeah.
What would you say his greatest accomplishment has been?
Taking care of his hair.
That says it about right there.
I mean, to be honest, I think he handled the COVID pandemic better than most other country leaders.
Okay.
Definitely
Legalizing weed.
legalizing weed was great.
Legalizing weed. That's what he did.
As an immigrant to here, he gave me this opportunity. I appreciate him. I know there is too many things that should be done for the immigrant.
Okay.
The capacity, the feasibility, all of this. But still, I thank you. I thank you him that let us live here, work here, and be part of Canadian community.
That's very interesting. So because you're on your way to becoming a Canadian citizen, correct, sir? Because the Trudeau Liberals have allowed you to become a Canadian citizen, does that mean you will be voting Liberal in the next election?
I'm not able to actually vote him, but if I had, yes.
Can you come up with what you believe to be Justin Trudeau's best decision?
To step down?
I like a lot of his social policy. I like the working with the NDP and getting things like dental care, important, daycare, important. These are important things that help the economy, help people to, we need these things. Either if they don't get dental care now, they're going to be an emergency in 2 years with some other illnesses or whatnot. Yeah, so I think those things were fine.
Ruining this country. Very good.
You know what? Honestly, I wasn't following him too much during his early years. He might have done some good. I'm not going to say it's completely black and white, like he's terrible, absolutely bad. But recently, just nothing good. Nothing good in my opinion.
You know what? I would say probably immigration. Like
That was a good thing.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's a good thing. I'm just probably that's his biggest accomplishment. The amount of people that he's brought into Canada.
Okay. Well, the results are in as far as our informal, unscientific poll is concerned. The vast majority of people we spoke to, they say it's time for Justin Trudeau to leave. Although we did speak to somebody who identified himself as a Conservative supporter, and he raised an interesting point. As much as he doesn't like the current Prime Minister, he wants him to remain because that would be better for the Pierre Poilievre Conservatives. That's the other thing. Switching leaders at this point, does it make sense? Is the damage already done, no matter who the leader is for the Liberal Party of Canada? We also had one person say they weren't sure. And isn't it interesting, the one person who said he supports Justin Trudeau, would vote for him, and doesn't want him to step down, it was a person who is not yet a Canadian citizen. He was allowed to come over to Canada thanks to Justin Trudeau's immigration policy. So, in effect, he has some skin in the game. I wonder how many people there are in Canada over the past 9 years who feel the same way. But sometime next year, the only poll that counts will take place. I'm talking about Election Day. Can't wait to see the results For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Well, folks, the people here at Yonge Dundas Square have spoken, and it is Trudeau must resign. And coincidentally, we happen to have a website by that very name, TrudeauMustResign.com. If you feel likewise, please go, add your name to the petition. That's TrudeauMustResign.com. Let's tell the Prime Minister that his best before date has come and gone.